Dana storm hit the hardest in Valencia and Zaragoza. What about Benidorm town and Costa Blanca? Welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna, and we are located in our lovely and favorite Benidorm town. There are quite a lot of clouds in the sky. However, some rays of sunshine, especially right now in the evening, can be seen out there. It's not as bad, luckily, as it is slightly up north from us. Valencia, Castellón, and even Zaragoza this time. All these areas are suffering with intense rain that already caused quite a lot of damage and issues. Luckily, no victims so far. Let's see what's going to be happening in Benidorm. Honestly, seeing things like they are right now, we don't feel like it's gonna be raining. We were monitoring closely the weather forecast, firstly because we want to inform you guys, and second of all because we need to be prepared in case something like this happens. All the streets here in Benidorm are living their usual normal life. Tourists are having a walk around, sitting in the favorite bars like the Ray's Chippy or the Duke of Wellington. It has both names for some reason and I never know how to call it correctly. But even here, quite a lot of people on the terrace, quite a bit of movement. It is slightly more chilly, although not too much, but you can tell that we're heading towards October month. People are grabbing dinners. It is already past 7 p.m. So bear that in mind. The sun's about to set and we are here for it. We're here to show you everything that is happening right now in Benidorm. We'll be having a lovely walk, just walking around and seeing what's going on. And as you can see, the clouds are not these torrential ones. It's supposed to be raining in about half an hour. However, we're quite skeptic about it. And one thing that makes Benidorm town unique and quite special in terms of weather is that we are actually quite protected by the mountains. As you might know, all these clouds, yes, they're here, but there's no torrential clouds on the horizon just yet. And that is because they're all up in the mountains. We're surrounded by natural parks and very high mountains, so once it is raining, a lot of the times the rain just stops right there and doesn't cross the mountains to come here towards the Mediterranean Sea, which means we are really lucky, at least right now. This is also not the area that floods easily. We're right next to the Mediterranean Sea, so even if there's quite a lot of water, it's just gonna pour directly into the sea. So it might flood in a couple of areas, as we usually see here in the channel when we show you rainy videos. But in 20 minutes, 15 minutes, it's just going to be all gone inside of the sea. The beach is the one that suffers the most, actually. Quite a lot of people wearing still summer outfits here. The sun's setting down. The bars and pubs are putting on their neon lights for people to know that they're actually open. And still quite a few cars. Here we did receive the alert. However, it was not the extreme alert that some people in Valencia province and Castellón have received on their phones. So it wasn't that scary, let's say it like this, as it was for all those poor people. Here, not the same. People are having the usual evening. Look at the uncle peds and how packed up it is. This is the usual evening in Benidorm. This is how busy it is. So many people are enjoying their day here. So many people are grabbing drinks, snacks. The British House, I think it was called, right nearby, is still closed. Not sure if they're planning on opening it up ever, but at least so far, it's not the case. Which is why all people are here in any case at the Uncle Pets. People are grabbing some drinks, some snacks right next door, listening to the music, having a lovely chat. It's just a typical nice and cozy evening here in Benidorm. Look at this. And all these clouds right there behind us. Let us know if you think it's going to be raining or not. We are team maybe at night. We'll see. Obviously, by the time you'll see this video, it's going to be probably tomorrow morning because we're filming quite late today. But this is it. This is the reality of being in Benidorm on holidays. A lot of people celebrating, some matching t-shirts. That's actually very nice. I guess that all the groups are bringing matching t-shirts just in case if they lose someone, for them to track down where the person actually is located. This is always convenient if you're traveling in a slightly bigger group of friends, to make sure that you don't lose any of your own friends anywhere you go. This is actually a very good trick. I thought it's because of fun, which it honestly is too. But one of the main reasons as well is to stay all together. Right here, quite a bit of movement next to the British street. Some buses are still bringing people up to Benidorm. Some are heading directly back to the airport. There's no news that the airport's been affected, and it's not because it's not raining. There's no news whatsoever about any kind of shifts in terms of traveling, nothing at all. This area operates absolutely normal right now. Even schools are still put in place. No one canceled those. And overall, we're just watching closely and monitoring what might be happening. But at the same time, we're having our usual and normal lives. That's what Benidorm looks like, and it's quite common. It can be raining even in Altea. It can be raining in Villajoyoso. It can be raining on the interior, like Guadalest, Talcoy, all the inside villages. But here, it can be just a perfect normal weather. Slightly cooler, yes, and that's why quite a lot of people are already wearing something not too summery, let's say it like this, not too open. Some t-shirts, shorts, but something slightly more closed. Simply because, well, it doesn't feel like summer, at least for us, for locals. It doesn't feel like it's so hot any longer. In the evening, we actually do like to put a little bit of something on top of us. Police officers are passing every now and then to check, irregular routes, just to see that everything's fine. Just in case the rain will be coming, they're monitoring the situation closely. Overall, typical evening. Typical Monday evening. Quite busy, honestly, for a Monday. But it doesn't surprise us any longer. We know that Benidorm gets busy. We know that a lot of people are traveling right now. So whether it's Monday or it's a weekend, there's going to be quite a lot of people here. So if you're coming on holidays, you will encounter quite a big movement. It's not going to be empty. It's not going to be quiet. All the typical streets in the old town, the Levante beach, here by the British street, you'll see plenty of people almost everywhere you go. And this is a good side of it, since you'll never feel like you're alone, even if you're heading, for example, by yourself without any kind of friends or family members, just on your own to travel and explore and enjoy. You'll always feel like there's someone with you because streets are full. The taxis in constant movement. It is quite a busy season for them yet, even so. Even though it's not peak summer season any longer, but there's a lack of taxi drivers here. Hence, they always have quite a lot of things to do. All the nearby bars like the Silver Dollar, the Piccadilly, all of them are here open, obviously neon lights turned on, and quite a bit of people on the inside. Overall, It's a great atmosphere here. I am slightly too chilly with the t-shirt, and honestly, if you are not the person who's always very hot, good idea would be to put some slightly longer sleeved t-shirt or not like very short shorts, because, well, it is technically not summer any longer, and even though it is quite hot on midday, in the evenings you can tell it is almost October. That is why we see some pants already, we see some longer dresses or longer sleeved t-shirts, just to match the weather that we have right now. People are enjoying their best evenings, dancing, having a lot of fun. Even if the rain will be coming shortly, this won't stop numerous tourists, hundreds of tourists, if not more, enjoying a lovely evening in Benidorm. All the terraces are busy, all the bars are open and available, loud music, entertainment, and much more here in Benidorm town. Although, mind our word, it probably will not be raining whatsoever. It did a tiniest bit this morning at 8 in the morning, but apart from that, don't think it's gonna be raining. I think this time we will be quite lucky. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And if not, I'm quite sure all the tourists that are here and locals will still be able to enjoy their evening in Benidorm, even with a few drops of rain. Thank you for accompanying us in today's short walk down Benidorm town during the red alert for Dana in Valencian Community.